Okay, we left off yesterday on this classwork of how are triangles classified on the back page. So just a quick review of what we had covered. Let's go ahead and cover up this bottom half. If we are going to classify a triangle by side lengths and their relationships, there are three ways that we can do that. If all the sides are congruent, they're equilateral. It's an equilateral triangle, excuse me. If two sides are congruent, means this side and this side are the same. It is an isosceles triangle. The other thing you should know about that is if this side is opposite this angle, and this side is opposite this angle, these angles are also congruent if the sides are congruent. Same thing here. If these sides are all congruent, the angles are all congruent. Okay. Scalene triangle means no parts are congruent. They are all different. Okay. All right. Now, if you want to classify a triangle by angle measures, if we have three acute angles, then we call it an acute triangle. If we have a triangle with one right angle, right, as indicated by a little square in the corner, we call that a right triangle. And if we have one angle that's obtuse, meaning over 90 degrees, then we're going to call that triangle an obtuse triangle. So some problems that we can do down below here, just walk you through maybe the first two. This triangle, these double dash marks are indicating that these are all equal. So if all the sides are equal, we look up at the side length, all sides are equal, it's an equilateral triangle. So side, right, for sides, we're going to pick equilateral. And if we want the angle measurements, three acute angles. Okay. Now, if these sides are all congruent, that means all of the angles are congruent. So that means x plus x plus x, three of them, equals 180 degrees. So x has to be 60. Right? Each one of these is 60 degrees. So x is 60. Okay. All right, let's choose one more. I'm going to do number 5 with you because that gave 6th period the most trouble. So we've got 10 and 10. All right. So if 61 is at 10, then 61 degrees has to be opposite this 10. Okay. And if these are both 61, that adds up to 122 degrees. So what is left over is 180 minus 122. So that's going to be 58. So my x is going to be 58. The reason I found that first was because it's going to help me answer the classification questions. So if we are going to classify by side length, we've got a 10-inch and a 10-inch. So this side is congruent to that side. That's two congruent sides. Two congruent sides is an isosceles triangle. And if we're going to go by angles, we've got acute, acute, acute. So this is going to be an acute triangle. Okay, so I would like you to finish the rest of these using this information up above, okay, and solving for the missing angle.